Hey guys, so today, on today's video, I wanted to focus on a question that I hear asked a lot, both to myself, to other people online, and in various places, and we hear it from time to time. What motivates you? Like, girl, what motivates you to go to the gym? I wish I could, comments along that line. And, I got to thinking about it, and honestly, I mean, I don't know about other people. I don't know about professional athletes or whoever, but I know for myself, an average everyday person, for me, it's average everyday things that motivate me. You know, being able to do the same kind of things that my friends are doing. I couldn't run, I couldn't do certain things, and that fact alone really motivated me to want to change because I felt in my mind a bit too young to be feeling like, I can't run a couple of blocks or what have you, without basically dying. Um, it's something that really got into my head, especially as I was turning 30. Obviously, you ladies might know what I'm talking about. You're turning 30 and you start thinking, well, why can't I do these things? And that really started me thinking on ways to motivate and push myself. When I talk to other people, they have things in their life, like you may have things in your life that do motivate you every single day. You know, your kids, your kids may motivate you. You may do above and beyond, and I mean, not that every parent doesn't do, but you may feel like that's the one focal point in your life that really keeps you driven and keeps you pushing, and that's awesome. And that same feeling is basically what should be applied in taking care of yourself. And that's what I try to have people think of when I think of getting fit. Getting fit is different for everybody because obviously, everybody has a different goal in mind for their own body. What I think is sexy and hot may not be what, you know, you think is sexy and hot, and that's totally okay. But getting fit and getting healthy and feeling the motivation to do so feels very much like a lot of the other things that are happening in your day-to-day life. You just need to apply that feeling to yourself. Okay? Taking care of yourself. That's what getting fit really all boils down to. And a lot of people, like especially moms, they take amazing, excellent care of their kids, and their own care, their own, eating and things of that nature, physical activity fall to the wayside. The kids are super active, but mom isn't really as active. And I hear that a lot, from people who are trying to start working out, that they're just so busy, they have the kids, and I completely understand that. Um, but like I told one of my friends very recently, she has four little ones, and I told her, as you're prepping the meals for the babies, make sure that you're prepping one for mom. Okay, you can't go to the ends of the earth and not have any fuel in your body. Eventually, your body is gonna start to, you know, act up on you. All right, so you use your kids and use that motivation of, I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll wake up whenever to do what I got to do for those kids. And yeah, and you got to do that for you too, to make sure that you're around for those little ones, right? And another really big point for me that I like to make with moms, especially moms and dads both, um, is if you're taking care of you, you know that your kids are watching. Okay? Kids are super attentive. You guys know that. Kids are very smart. Kids notice when you're working out. Kids notice when your body is changing. And it can be something very body positive for them to see and not just have a conversation with you about, but actually physically see you taking charge of that for yourself. So that's something that you ought to think of if, when you think of what motivates you personally, and you think of my kids, think of those things in conjunction with your own health and your own future well-being. Okay. Another thing that people talk to me about as far as what motivates them is, for example, I can't agree because I'm not this personality, but some people are super competitive. A lot of people are, right? I just am not. I don't do well on in competition myself, actually. But Other people are very competitive. They love to win, whether it's a contest, a bet, whatever. Um, Getting fit can totally help you in doing that. And if that gratifies you, and being the best and being number one gratifies you, which is very gratifying, becoming in first place and all of those things, then getting fit obviously works for that. It's instant gratification when you know that you completed something that you couldn't do before, or did it better than somebody who, you and them have been kind of neck and neck, let's say. Those types of things motivate you in your day-to-day. You can absolutely use that as motivation in your getting fit journey, or getting healthier journey. For other people, they talk about money being their main motivator. I can totally understand that. Money is a motivator for a lot of people. Now, when we talk about money, most people, you have your regular job and things of that nature that you go to. And I like to compare your journey to the amount of time and the amount of effort that you put in at work. Not everybody is blessed to be doing what they love to do. A lot of people are working at jobs where, they'd kind of rather not be there, and they kind of go through the motions. And even if it's not, maybe it's just a tough job, a tough position, whatever, you're going through a situation, you want to change careers, whatever it is that you're going through, you put up with all of that stuff for 40 hours a week, like most of America. And if you're willing to give your boss 8 hours a day, you should be able to be willing to give yourself an hour a day. Commit that to yourself and see what you'll see as far as changes. And if money really is the main motivator, you can use little tools, little tricks to kind of help motivate you in your workouts. Like I was telling my brother-in-law earlier, use a little stash jar and put $1 in there, or whatever preset amount you want, $1 or your pocket change or whatever it is that you want to do. Put that in there every time you work out or every time you do physical activity, and see how quickly it adds up if you stay consistent. And you can take that and use that to go do whatever it is you want to do, buy your new game, or go on vacation, or whatever it is that you predestined that money to be. But it helps keep a goal in mind that isn't necessarily a physical goal, a weight loss goal, or anything like that. It's something more along your flavor, because again, money is your motivator. Something more fun, something to do with money, something to go ahead and treat yourself, be able to go, like I said, on vacation, on a cruise. I know people who have done that and, been like, hey, I just saved $250, and you'd be amazed how quick that adds up if you're just counting all your physical activity. I went for a bike ride earlier, played with the kids, went for my workout, that's $3 a day for a couple months, and there you go. Plus you're getting fit along the way. It's just a way to kind of help push you, to remind you to stay consistent with your workouts. And some other people, when they talk to me really realistically, and they ask me about, motivation and how you have it and this and that and the other, they're just kind of looking for a change. If you're in a place right now where you're looking and you're like, maybe I want to get a little bit leaner, or maybe I want to gain some weight, because not everybody's goal is to lose weight, okay? Whatever it is that your goal is, and you're just looking for a change, you can use your average everyday things that you like to do. Like, let's say you're a person who loves to read. I love to read. I'll finish a book in a day. Now, if that's what I want to spend my extra time doing, awesome. But I'll make sure that I don't sit down to read that book until I've done my workout. That kind of thing. We grow up, and as adults, we just take on that attitude sometimes, like, hey, it's my time, it's my free time, I can do whatever the heck I want with it. And we run with that for a long time, and we forget that there are times when we kind of need to be stern with ourselves. And motivation really does come with that as its backbone, is you being stern enough and honest enough with yourself to say, this is worth it. This is what I'll treat myself with if I do this. Just like you would do maybe to your kid. Hey, you guys want to have playtime, if you guys want to have TV time, you got to go clean your rooms. It's the same concept, guys. But sometimes we do have to be our own parents, because like we're going to listen to our mom and dad if they say go work out. Like, seriously, you have to be that for yourself. And if you're looking for a change, you really have to start being that little voice inside your head that, you know, you would want to be for your kid, and say, hey, guess what? You want that ice cream tonight? Go hit the gym.